I'm so glad I found this fresh garlic. It's so good for you.
Absolutely. Did you know it's a natural immune booster?
Oh, really? That's perfect. Thanks for the tip.
It's incredible for your heart, really.
The anti-inflammatory properties are amazing.
And it boosts the immune system, too.
What if one of the most powerful health foods on Earth has been sitting quietly in your kitchen this entire time? Not in an expensive supplement bottle, not hidden inside a trendy superfood powder, not promoted by celebrities. Just a simple clove of garlic. Now here's the surprising part. Some researchers have spent decades studying garlic's effects on the human body. And what they found shocked even many health experts. Because this humble ingredient appears to influence everything from heart health and blood pressure to immunity, metabolism, and even healthy aging. But what would actually happen if you ate garlic every single day for 30 days? Would anything really change?
Would your body notice? Or is garlic simply another overhyped health trend? Today, we're taking a fascinating journey through the science, stories, and surprising transformations that can happen when garlic becomes part of your daily routine. Some of these changes are obvious. Others happen silently beneath the surface. And a few might completely change how you look at this ordinary kitchen ingredient forever. So before you dismiss garlic as just another cooking ingredient, stay with us. Because change number 7 is something almost nobody talks about. And it may be one of the most important benefits of all. Imagine waking up every morning and giving your body a tiny natural tool. A tool that generations before us trusted long before modern medicine existed. For thousands of years, garlic has traveled across civilizations. Ancient Egyptians valued it. Greek athletes consumed it. Traditional healers relied on it. And today, scientists continue to study it. Yet despite all the attention garlic receives, most people only know a fraction of its story. Many know it adds flavor. Few understand what happens after it enters the body. Because once garlic is crushed, chopped, or chewed, something remarkable begins.
Natural compounds are released. Compounds that interact with blood vessels, immune cells, digestive processes, and even pathways associated with aging. The question isn't whether garlic does something. The real question is, how much can happen in just 30 days? Let's start at the beginning and uncover why garlic has fascinated humanity for thousands of years. Long before pharmacies existed, long before health podcasts, fitness influencers, and nutrition labels, people already believed garlic possessed extraordinary power. Ancient Egyptian records suggest garlic was given to workers building massive monuments. Some historians believe it was valued for helping maintain strength and endurance. Thousands of miles away, garlic appeared throughout traditional medicine systems across Asia and the Middle East. In ancient Greece, athletes reportedly consumed garlic before competitions. Roman soldiers carried it during military campaigns. Why? Because generation after generation noticed something unusual.
People who regularly consumed garlic often appeared healthier, more resilient, less vulnerable to seasonal illnesses. Of course, ancient civilizations didn't understand cholesterol. They didn't know about antioxidants. They couldn't measure blood pressure. Yet somehow, they recognized a pattern. And modern science has spent decades investigating whether those observations were simply folklore or something much more interesting. Alayhi salam, it turns out, they may have been onto something. Because garlic contains a unique sulfur compound called allicin. And this compound may be one reason garlic has maintained its legendary reputation across thousands of years.
But history is only the beginning. The real story starts when garlic enters your body. And what happens during the first few days may surprise you. Let's imagine you begin today. 1 serving of garlic. Every day. Nothing extreme. Nothing complicated. Just consistency.
Within the first few days, one of the earliest systems to notice garlic may be your digestive system. Garlic naturally contains compounds that can help support beneficial gut bacteria. And as researchers learn more about gut health, one thing becomes increasingly clear. A healthier gut influences far more than digestion. It affects immunity, mood, energy levels, even overall wellness.
Some people report feeling lighter. Others notice improved digestion. Not dramatic overnight transformations, just subtle improvements, the kind that quietly build over time. But here's where things get interesting. While you may not feel it happening, changes could already be taking place inside your blood vessels. Scientists believe garlic may help support healthy circulation by encouraging blood vessels to relax and function more efficiently. Think of your circulatory system as a vast highway network. When traffic flows smoothly, every organ benefits. Your heart works more efficiently. Your brain receives better blood flow.
Your body delivers oxygen more effectively. And while these changes aren't visible in the mirror, they may be laying the foundation for something much bigger. Because by the end of the first week, many people begin noticing benefits that extend far beyond digestion. Benefits involving energy, immunity, and even the way the body responds to everyday stress. And that's where our story gets even more fascinating. By the end of the first week, something fascinating may already be happening inside your body. Not something you can see, not something you'll necessarily feel overnight, but something your immune system could be noticing. Think about how often your body fights invisible battles: viruses, bacteria, environmental stressors, inflammation. Every single day, your immune system works around the clock to keep you healthy. And one of the reasons scientists continue studying garlic is because of its potential role in supporting this defense system. Several studies have suggested that garlic compounds may help immune cells function more effectively. Not by turning your immune system into a superhero, but by helping it do its job more efficiently. Imagine having a security team protecting a large building. Garlic doesn't necessarily hire more guards. Instead, it may help the guards communicate better and respond faster when needed. That's an important distinction, because true health isn't about overwhelming the body. It's about supporting the systems already designed to protect you. Some people who consistently consume garlic report fewer seasonal illnesses. Others describe feeling more resilient during stressful periods. Of course, many factors influence immunity: sleep, exercise, stress levels, nutrition. But garlic appears to be one of those small habits that can contribute to the bigger picture. And while immunity gets most of the attention, another important transformation may already be beginning. One that directly affects one of the most important organs in your body: your heart. Here's a question. What if one of the greatest health benefits of garlic is something you never actually feel? No dramatic sensation, no instant rush of energy, no visible transformation. Yet it could be happening every day. Your heart beats around 100,000 times daily, without applause, without recognition, without taking a single day off. And supporting heart health is one reason garlic has become a favorite topic among nutrition researchers. One area receiving attention involves blood pressure. Healthy blood pressure is essential for long-term cardiovascular wellness. When blood vessels become stiff or narrow, the heart must work harder to move blood throughout the body. Over time, that's not ideal. Some research suggests compounds found in garlic may help support healthy blood vessel function. Think of it like easing congestion on a busy highway. Traffic moves more smoothly. Less strain, better flow. Again, garlic isn't magic. But when combined with healthy habits, it may contribute to a healthier cardiovascular environment. And here's something many people don't realize. Heart health isn't just about avoiding future problems. It affects how you feel today. Because better circulation means better oxygen delivery to muscles, to organs, and especially to your brain. Which brings us to one of the most fascinating benefits of all. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why? Lost your train of thought mid-sentence? Struggled to focus after a long day? It happens to everyone. But researchers increasingly believe that brain health and circulation are deeply connected. Your brain represents only a small percentage of your body weight. Yet it consumes roughly 20% of your body's energy. That's extraordinary. To function at its best, the brain requires a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients. And that's where circulation becomes important. Some scientists believe garlic's support for vascular health may indirectly benefit cognitive performance. Not in the form of instant genius. Not by suddenly improving your IQ, but by supporting the systems that help the brain perform efficiently. Think of your brain as a high-performance engine. Even the best engine struggles without proper fuel delivery. And while garlic alone won't transform memory overnight, long-term brain health often depends on countless small habits repeated consistently. Healthy sleep, movement, stress management, nutritious food, and perhaps a little garlic. But what happens next may surprise you even more, because many people begin noticing changes that aren't related to the heart or brain at all. They're related to something millions of Americans struggle with every single day: energy. Most people chase energy the same way: another cup of coffee, another energy drink, another quick fix. But true energy doesn't come from stimulation, it comes from efficiency. Think about that. If your body processes nutrients efficiently, if circulation improves, if sleep quality improves, if inflammation decreases, you may naturally feel more energetic. Not because you're artificially stimulated, but because your body is functioning more smoothly. Some people who add garlic to their routine describe feeling more consistent energy throughout the day, not dramatic bursts. Not jitters, not crashes, just steadier performance. And that difference matters, especially as we age. Because one of the biggest complaints among adults over 40 isn't lack of motivation. It's feeling tired, despite doing everything right. Could garlic alone solve that problem? Of course not. But when combined with healthy habits, it may become one piece of a larger puzzle. And speaking of aging, what researchers are discovering about garlic and healthy aging may be the most exciting chapter yet. Stay with us, because this next section reveals why some scientists refer to garlic as one of nature's most underrated longevity foods. Let's talk about something every human being shares: aging. No matter where you live, no matter what you earn, no matter how healthy you are, time moves forward. But here's the fascinating question: can we age better? Can we support our bodies so they remain healthier, stronger, and more resilient as the years pass? Scientists studying longevity increasingly focus on one major factor: inflammation. Not the short-term inflammation that helps heal injuries, but chronic, low-grade inflammation that quietly accumulates over years. Many experts believe it plays a role in age-related decline. And this is where garlic becomes incredibly interesting. Garlic contains naturally occurring antioxidant compounds. These compounds help the body manage oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress like tiny amounts of wear and tear happening inside your body every day. Over time, that wear accumulates. Antioxidants help your body manage some of that burden. It's one reason diets rich in plant foods are consistently associated with healthier aging.
And garlic happens to be one of the most concentrated flavor-packed plants people consume regularly. Imagine two people reaching age 70. Both have the same birthday. Yet one remains active, energetic, and engaged. The other struggles with daily activities. The difference often isn't one giant decision. It's thousands of small choices repeated over decades. Could daily garlic become one of those small choices? Many researchers believe it deserves a place in the conversation. But longevity isn't just about living longer. It's about feeling better while you're alive, and that's where things become even more personal. Because one of the changes people frequently notice after several weeks involves something they see every time they look in the mirror: their skin. When most people think about garlic, glowing skin isn't exactly the first thing that comes to mind, but maybe it should be. Your skin reflects what's happening inside your body.
Hydration, nutrition, inflammation, circulation, sleep quality, stress levels. All of it shows up eventually. And because garlic may support several of these systems, some people notice subtle improvements in their overall appearance. Healthier-looking skin, a brighter complexion, a more refreshed appearance. Not because garlic is a beauty product, but because beauty often starts internally. Think about a healthy plant. The leaves flourish when the roots are healthy. Human health works similarly. The goal isn't perfect skin. The goal is creating conditions that allow the body to function well. And sometimes the outside reflects what's happening on the inside.
But what if one of garlic's most overlooked benefits has nothing to do with appearance? What if it affects something even more important? The way your body handles blood sugar.
Let's be honest. When most people hear the words blood sugar, they immediately think about diabetes. But blood sugar affects everyone, whether you're 25 or 65, whether you're an athlete or someone who spends most of the day sitting at a desk. Because blood sugar influences far more than most people realize: your energy, your cravings, your mood, your focus, even how hungry you feel throughout the day. Have you ever experienced that afternoon crash? The one where your brain feels foggy and your body suddenly wants sugar? That's often connected to how your body manages glucose. Now, garlic is not a substitute for medical treatment. But researchers have been interested in how certain compounds in garlic may support healthy metabolic function. Some studies suggest garlic may help support the body's ability to maintain healthy blood sugar levels when combined with an overall healthy lifestyle. Think of it this way. Your body is constantly trying to maintain balance, and every supportive habit matters. Good sleep, daily movement, whole foods, stress management, and perhaps a daily serving of garlic. No single food changes everything, but many small advantages stacked together can create meaningful results over time. And that leads us to another benefit that millions of people are searching for every single day: weight management. Here's one of the biggest myths in the health world. People often search for a magical fat-burning food, a shortcut, a miracle ingredient, something that melts pounds away while they sleep. Unfortunately, that's not how the human body works. But here's where garlic becomes interesting. Garlic may support several factors associated with healthy weight management: energy regulation, metabolic health, blood sugar balance, appetite control, inflammation management. And while none of these automatically cause weight loss,
Together, they influence the environment inside your body. Imagine trying to lose weight while constantly feeling tired, craving sugar, sleeping poorly, feeling stressed. It's difficult. Now imagine gradually improving those areas. Suddenly, healthy choices become easier. And that's often where sustainable results come from. Not extreme diets, not punishment, not suffering, but creating a healthier internal environment that supports better decisions. Many long-lived populations around the world don't obsess over weight loss hacks. They focus on consistent habits,
Real food, simple ingredients, daily movement. And, interestingly enough, garlic frequently appears in many traditional dietary patterns associated with longevity. But there is another benefit that might be even more important than weight, and it begins inside your gut. Inside your digestive system lives an entire ecosystem. Trillions of microorganisms, some helpful, some less helpful. Together, they're known as the gut microbiome. And in recent years, scientists have become fascinated by it, because the gut appears connected to far more than digestion. Researchers continue exploring connections between gut health and immunity, mood, metabolism, and overall wellness. Now, here's where garlic enters the picture. Garlic contains compounds that may act as prebiotics. In simple terms, prebiotics help feed beneficial gut bacteria. Think of it like maintaining a healthy garden. The right nutrients help desirable plants to flourish. The same principle applies inside your digestive system. A healthier microbiome may contribute to better digestion and overall wellness. Again, garlic isn't a miracle cure, but it may support one of the most important ecosystems in your entire body. And surprisingly, the effects of a healthier gut may eventually influence something many adults struggle with every night: sleep. It's one of the most powerful healing tools available to every human being. And yet millions of Americans don't get enough of it. Some struggle to fall asleep. Others wake up repeatedly throughout the night. Many wake up exhausted despite spending hours in bed. Now, let's be clear. Garlic is not a sleeping pill. But some people who improve their overall health habits, including daily garlic consumption, report better sleep quality over time. Why might that happen? Think about everything we've discussed so far. Better circulation, improved metabolic health, reduced inflammation, healthier digestion, more balanced energy. All of these influence sleep indirectly. The body sleeps best when it's functioning efficiently, when fewer systems are under unnecessary stress. And that's why many health experts focus on foundational habits rather than quick fixes. Because the quality of your sleep tonight is often influenced by the choices you made all day long. But before you rush to start eating garlic every morning, there's something important you need to know. Because many people make mistakes that reduce its potential benefits. And some accidentally destroy the very compounds they're trying to obtain. Let's talk about that next. This might be the most practical section of the entire video, because how you prepare garlic matters a lot. Remember that special compound we mentioned earlier? Allicin, one of garlic's most studied compounds. Here's the interesting part. Allicin doesn't fully exist inside an intact garlic clove. It forms when garlic is crushed, chopped, or minced. That's why many experts recommend letting freshly chopped garlic sit for several minutes before cooking. This simple step may help maximize the formation of beneficial compounds. Another common mistake? Assuming more is always better. Many people hear about garlic's benefits and immediately start consuming excessive amounts. That's unnecessary. Consistency often matters more than quantity. And if garlic causes digestive discomfort for you, that's a sign to adjust your intake. Remember, health is personal. What works for one person may not work the same way for another. Which brings us to a question many viewers have probably been asking since the beginning. What's actually the best way to eat garlic, and when should you eat it? The truth is, there isn't one perfect method that works for everyone, but there are several practical approaches. Many people enjoy garlic as part of whole food meals, soups, vegetable dishes, lean protein meals, Mediterranean-style recipes. Others prefer small amounts of raw garlic incorporated into dressings or healthy spreads. What matters most? Consistency, not perfection.
A habit you can maintain for months is far more valuable than an extreme routine you abandon after 3 days. As for timing, some people prefer garlic earlier in the day. Others enjoy it with lunch or dinner. The best time is often the time you'll actually remember to eat it consistently. Because health transformations rarely happen from one perfect day. They happen from repeated actions over weeks, months, and years. And speaking of consistency, let's look at a few realistic stories that illustrate what can happen when people commit to small daily habits. Meet Michael, a busy 52-year-old accountant. For years, he focused almost entirely on work. Fast food became normal. Exercise became occasional. Energy levels slowly declined. Eventually, Michael decided to make several small changes. Nothing extreme, daily walks, more vegetables, better sleep habits, and yes, regular garlic consumption. Several months later, he described feeling more energetic and more engaged with daily life. Was garlic solely responsible? Of course not. But it became part of a larger transformation. Now meet Susan, a 61-year-old grandmother determined to age actively.
Instead of searching for miracle products, she focused on consistency. Simple home-cooked meals, strength exercises, stress management, and nutrient-rich foods. Today, she says she feels stronger and more vibrant than she did a decade earlier. The lesson from both stories is important. Health isn't built through one decision, it's built through thousands. And sometimes a simple garlic clove becomes a symbol of something larger, a commitment to caring for your future self.
So, what really happens when you eat garlic every day for 30 days? The answer isn't a miracle. And honestly, that's what makes it so powerful. Because real health rarely arrives overnight. Instead, it grows quietly, meal by meal, choice by choice, day by day. Over the past hour, we've explored how garlic may support heart health, circulation, immune function, metabolic wellness, healthy aging, digestion, energy, and much more. Not because garlic is magical, but because nature often works through small, consistent advantages. And that's a lesson far bigger than garlic itself. Your future health isn't determined by one perfect decision. It's shaped by countless small choices repeated consistently. The walk you take today, the sleep you prioritize tonight, the nutritious meal you prepare tomorrow. The habits that seem insignificant now, but become powerful over time. Perhaps that's why garlic has remained respected across thousands of years, not because it promises miracles, but because it reminds us that extraordinary health often begins with ordinary choices. And maybe, just maybe, one of those choices is already waiting in your kitchen.
If you enjoyed this journey into the science and stories behind natural health, be sure to subscribe and join us for more evidence-based wellness insights designed to help you live longer, feel stronger, and age better. Until next time, take care of your body, because it's the only place you'll ever truly call home.